Hi everyone, welcome back to another session of Explore the Tarot. I'm going to just jump straight into it with today's tarot card of the day. I'd love to know what you think about this series so far. I've been doing it for about a week and a half now, and I've just found it to be so fascinating and insightful, and just offering a really unique perspective on the tarot cards. Okay, so today's card is the Queen of Pentacles. Such an intricate, exquisite design from the Pagan Otherworlds deck. Okay, the Queen of Pentacles. Let's see which archetype we're going to be connecting to this energy. The Medallion. The Medallion. I mean, you can already see a resonance here, can't you, with the pentacle that the Queen holds and the medallion in this archetype's card. Right, so I'm really interested to hear what Kim Kranz has to say about the medallion. Let's jump straight into it. The medallion, here we go. The amulet, the talisman, the heirloom. The passing on of sacred objects is an ancient ritual within families, between lovers, and in tribes across the globe. We gift jewels, treasures, keepsakes, and mementos of all kinds. Some of great material value, others that hold emotional resonance, and still others with both. Yet, when these gifts are bestowed upon us, it is important to recognize that they may bind us to an unspoken agreement or promise. When the medallion card appears, be aware of how the objects you hold dear may be embedded with unconscious energy or expectations. Materials hold consciousness, and it's time to reconcile the vibration of the objects around you. What do you covet and collect? Why? Is there an object you have held onto for years that you are ready to release? Perhaps it is time to reach for the medallion that aligns with your deepest values. Imagine if you and your family, school, or social group had a crest, emblem, or amulet. What would it be? Do you believe that objects contain supernatural properties? When have you experienced this to be true? Upholding tradition, protecting, honouring. Wow. Wow. There's so much to consider with these two energies in this combination. What Kim Kranz says about material objects holding consciousness really resonates for me. The Pentacles suit in the tarot is all about material prosperity, health. It's about the three-dimensional world and our connection with it as spiritual beings. How do we relate to the material objects around us? And the Queen, she represents a feminine energy, a kind of passive energy, which we all hold within us, regardless of whether we are men, women, or otherwise. So for me, the Queen of Pentacles, she's really the keeper of sacred objects, and she has this kind of bounty of material wealth around her, and she's a picture of health and fertility. There's a little rabbit at her feet. She holds a rose as well. There's a feeling here of her having this bounty around her, but also as a feminine energy, she understands that we aren't meant to hold on to everything that we have around us, that we aren't actually the true owners or possessors of the materials that we see around us. They're just gifts that are given to us in order to help us learn a certain lesson or to use as a tool But when they are done with, they are ready to be discarded and let go of and released. As a feminine energy, she is adept at the act of surrender, the act of acceptance and release. One thing that is so dominant with this energy is an awareness of seasonality, right? An awareness that a flower can never be fully in bloom all year round. You know, there's a time for a flower to be beautiful and to be admired and to be cherished and gifted, and a time for it to retreat back into the unmanifested world. So she holds this kind of knowledge of the seasons too, and this understanding that materials have their seasons and our possessions have their seasons. Our lives and what we surround ourselves with has its seasons. We aren't supposed to hold on to something or someone necessarily forever, right? The beauty of the material world is that it is constantly changing, and we are going to have to let go of things, you know. Nothing is permanent, and a real point of cherishing something is in understanding that it's not going to be with you forever. So that's what this energy really represents to me. There's also something really ancestral coming through with this. The medallion as a gift or an heirloom that's passed down through the generations, and it's a holder of sacred knowledge. And for me, the Queen of Pentacles is a kind of carrier of sacred knowledge, and she is able to imbibe the objects around her with that consciousness and with that wisdom that she holds. And so she's able to gift that to the generations that come after her as a kind of an act of nurturing, as an act of passing down her knowledge through things that will last beyond her physical body. And so some questions that come up for me around this particular energy are, where are you holding on to the things in your life that you need to let go of? You know, are you hoarding things? Are you, are you surrounding yourself with dead objects, with things that have long past their sell-by date, long past their ability to help you expand and learn and use them as tools for growth? And where can you cherish the things that you own more? You know, where can you begin to recognize the innate wisdom of the objects around you? Where can you begin to be open to learning from the sacred energies of the material world, and to understand that as a spiritual being, you're not supposed to neglect or abandon or deny the material world. You are supposed to live within it and to draw out lessons from it. And yeah, that is the energy that's really coming through for me today. It's so beautiful. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.